Hello and welcome to the playoff matchup between the Arizona Bobcat Elite team and the Vegas Junior Golden Knights. Vegas Junior Golden Knights, the home team in white. And we are playing on the nice big arena on Stable West at the Blue Sport Stable Center. Starting goaltender for this quarterfinal matchup is number 29, Cole Larison. And Vegas Junior Golden Knights, Walker Penhollow to the faceoff. Faceoff win for the Knights. Penhollow collects, looks for play up ice, gets over the red line, takes it right in, cuts to the middle, and taken off the stick. Or actually just mishandled that a little bit. Turned it over to the Bobcats. Now Hardy digs it out of the corner, trying to move it to the middle. He's got Penhollow. Penhollow looking for Hardy Huffman. And that's disrupted by the Bobcats. That one out of the zone. Referee misses that one. Nisley just pulled it back. Some trouble in the neutral zone for the Bobcats. Puck into the zone. Biaggi's there to move it around the boards to Wiebolt. Wiebolt was looking for the next play. And puck going a little bit faster than he thought. Bobcats off the Wiebolt stick out of play. Tough win for the Knights. Mislakovian moves it up the ice, taking it right down the middle, dangles to the middle, and poked away. Second attempt by Gilliam. Now DeRocher's shot blocker save by the goaltender. DeRocher's moves it back below the goal line. Puck loose behind. Bobcats look to play it out. Avina on the pressure. Avina turns it back up the wall to the Bobcats. Adams, number 7, he's momentarily disrupted. Puck through the crease back to the far side and shot towards the net. Gilliam now off the glass and out. Puck all the way down. No icing as that one stalls out right before the end line. Tipped up the ice by number 77, Acevedo. No icing. Salikas will get the puck, move it across ice. Finds an open Talon Holly. Holly up ice. Looking for a centering pass shot. And the save by the goaltender. Bobcats pick up the loose puck. And they head up ice. Bobcats over the blue line. Pulls up last minute, taken off the stick by Salikas. Salikas and Flood over skate it or try to work together to get it out of the zone. And dumped in by Lanfranchi. He goes to make a change. Number 2 for the Bobcats collects. Looks to play it up ice, pressuring his Sparks. Bobcats, number 13, dumps it in. That is Hardison. Vegas moving out of the zone. D-to-D pass, Alexander, I believe, number 11 on the D. Plays catch with his D partner. Cabardilla for the Knights. Over the red line, dumps it in deep, rims around the boards. Lacus goes down, Sparks is there. Lacus will move it back to Sparks. As there's a stick battle on the far side, shot saved by the goaltender. And that shot coming from Marundi. Marundi walking it up the far side. Stick lifted, tries to pass that one towards the middle. Hits a stick on the way. Alexander in the back defending against Marundi. Wiebolt Tries to pass that one off for Marundi. Leaves the puck behind. Finds an open Biaggi. Biaggi from the right point. Shot wide right of the net. Pick it up. Number 73 for the Bobcats. Slap shot it down the ice. That one is going to be an icing on the Bobcats. And the Vegas Shooterville Knights will have an offensive zone face-off to the left of number 41 in net for the Bobcats. Sorry, that'll be to the right, I guess. Oh, nope. It is to the left. That's what I thought. Taking the face-off is 24 for the Bobcats against Penhollow for the Knights. Huffman trying to pick up the puck. Shot saved by the goaltender. Kick saves it into the left face-off circle. Hardy Huffman dumps it in around the boards. A little extra activity on that hit. Penhollow moves it over to Wiebolt. Wiebolt drops it back to Nicely. Nicely shot. Hits a Bobcat on the way. Second attempt. Shot by Huffman, losing his footing. And it hits a Bobcat in front. Huffman off the skate blocks it from getting out of the zone. And Nicely will collect it just at his blue line. Wiebolt cross ice to Huffman. Huffman touches it into the zone. Bobcat is there. Huffman seals off the wall, and the Bobcat will have to move it the other direction. 72 for the Bobcats. Gives it to 24, who moves it up ice. Look for number 26, Harrison on the defense. Nicely. We'll collect the puck behind Larison. Puck turned over, or a puck battle along the wall. Bobcats come away with it. Adams puts it into the far corner for the Bobcats. Slap shot. Tip on the way. Lands behind the net. And that's going to be a penalty on Nicely. Does not play the puck as he tries to show some sportsmanship. And the injured Bobcat looks to be number 33. Slow to get up, or 93. Slow to get up. And at least he's able to get back on his own. That's going to be interference on Nicely of the Knights. And at 10:13, Vegas will head to the penalty kill. I believe it was interference. It's very quiet in here. Big arena. And face-off win, and throws it all the way down the ice. For the Bobcats, force them to come 200 yards. Adam collects it on the near side. Vegas dump it back in deep. That's number 53, Quinton Avina. Number 2, hassled by Salikas on the Bobcats. Adams over the blue line, trying to walk it right up the middle. Gets it between Flood's skates. Puck rimmed around the boards. Number 73 chasing for the Bobcats. Drops it back to the right point. And number 2 moves it to the left to Adams. Adams back into the right face-off circle. Looking for number 13, Hardison. Hardison shot's blocked. Adams rims it around the boards. That'll find the stick of Hardison again. Hardison looking to drop that one to number 2. Larison will cover that one and will get the whistle. Mifflin at the right point as Bobcats make wholesale changes, as well as the Knights and their penalty kill team. Face-off going to be taken by Wiebolt. Huffman to the right. DeRochers to the left. And Biaggi towards the middle. Shot blocked by Wiebolt. That puck comes out of the zone. Likovic, I think is his name. Larison with the save. Second attempt. Knocked down, looking for a pass back up in front of Larison. And that one splits the wickets between the 2 defensemen for the Bobcats and comes out of the zone. Baglian over the red line and an offsides. Unfortunate, as Wiebolt was headed to the races with the puck. Off to the races, I guess is the term. Not headed to the races. Face-off going to be taken by number 93 for the Bobcats against Penhollow. Penhollow comes away with it for the Knights. Fanning on it is DeRochers. Shot. Larison save. Second attempt. Save loose in front. Picked off by DeRochers. Rochers will collect it back. A little stress there for the Knights fans. As a turnover right in front of Larison. Biaggi in the neutral zone, flips it up high, glove down by the defenseman, who banks it up the boards to his teammate. Misses that connection, and Biaggi collects it and dumps it into the far corner. Collected by the Bobcats, moved around to the near side. Penhollow surveys, banks it off the boards to Reed. Reed finds Cabradilla, and that one wide of the net. Biaggi trying to throw that one towards the net, banks off the outside. Mislakovian almost got to that one in time, and up ice. 42 Baglian will head for a change as he dumps it in to Cabradilla. Penhollow up ice, gets a stick on it. Marunde and Penhollow trying to combine there to turn the possession over. Unable to. Leach for the Bobcats disrupts Vegas's possession, but now the Vegas Junior Gold Knights get it back. Shot. Rebound. Lacus picks up his own rebound, and that one goes over the net. Sorry about the camera work there. One-woman team here on the camera. Marunde surveys, plays it around the boards. Cash and Sparks chasing. Cash and Sparks will play it back. And Bobcat man plays the player, not the man, but this time no call. Sparks back checking. Leach has it poked away by back checking Avina. Sparks to the middle, taken away in the neutral zone. Puck back in the defensive zone of the Bobcats. Alexander moves it up the wall, turns it over to Avina. Avina shoots it right into number 2 for the Bobcats. Mifflin circles behind his net, trying to evade the attacking Salikas. Avina goes down, forces the puck back into the offensive zone, and Mifflin on the attack from the defense. Carrying it in, Lanfranchi goes down, and Mifflin will head back to his position. Cabradilla to Salikas. Salikas up ice in the skates of Avina. Now Avina will get it back again, and Vegas will try to work it out of the zone. Turnover by Cabradilla. Cabradilla plays it out of the defensive zone. Bobcats will have to tag up. Alexander to the near side to Acevedo. Acevedo dumps it in around the boards. Larison will play it to Cabradilla. Cabradilla rims it around to the left point man, Adams. Adams will reverse it back down below. Cabradilla pressuring the Bobcat player. Alexander traps it with his skate and plays it back down below the goal line. Penhollow for the Knights. Trying to push that puck around to Salikas. Salikas keeps it moving, looking for Penhollow. Finds him. Walker Penhollow off the mask of the back-checking Hardison. And Penhollow pressuring. Puck left behind. Picked up, coming off the bench is Flood, having an immediate impact. And Hardison finds the puck at his feet, and he'll keep it moving. Puck chipped up. Huffman gloves it, now plays it to the middle to Flood, or Penhollow. Penhollow to Wiebolt right up the middle, and Wiebolt immediately has it poked away. Puck will in it. Wiebolt, shot, goal! Huffman to Wiebolt to Penhollow, and the dynamic trio keep it going from last game. As Vegas strike first, 4:58 in the first period. Face-off win for the Knights. Mislakovian will play it back to Flood. Flood swings it to the left side to Harrison. Harrison to Gilliam. Gilliam tries to get past Bobcat, plays it into his skates. Larison will have to make the save. And a little leaky puck there. No danger, as no Bobcat in sight. Shot, save Larison. 2 Bobcats knocking on the doorstep outside the blue ice. Unable to get that one past Larison. Larison makes another save off the pads. Trapped in the skates. Mislakovian cuts it to the forehand. Shot off the blocker of the goaltender. Shot off the stick of Reed. And out of play. Face off in the offensive zone for the Knights. And trapped at the blue line by Biaggi. He'll dump it back in. Vegas tag up and re-enter the zone. Mifflin cuts back, evades Lacus. Plays it to the outside. Sparks got a piece of it. DeRochers keeps it in at the point. Plays it back down below the goal line. Lacus is there to collect. Lacus trying to shield. Oh! Lacus hard into the boards. No hand up by the referee. We will play on. That one gets past the skate of the Rochers. Biaggi on the defense. And trying to dig it out. Bobcats trying to move it to the middle. DeRochers gets a stick in there. Lacus gets his stick tangled up. Off the legs. And a whiff with a wide open, gaping hole at the back. No slashing call there. Number 93 for the Bobcats. Back checking. A little extra stick work on the Junior Knights player. Nicely traps with the skate. Rims it back around the boards. Alexander chasing. Lanfranchi trying to dispossess him. And we got a penalty coming. High stick is the call on the Bobcat player. Not sure. We'll see who goes to the box. The Bobcat player seems to be in disbelief, so I think it's the Bobcats. Number 11, Alexander to the box. And Vegas Junior Golden Knights to the power play at 2:50. And face-off win for the Knights as they are unable to keep it in the zone. Moves it to the near side. Vino, one touch to the middle, and there's a yellow jersey there. Biaggi up the near side as it poked off his stick, and the Bobcats clear it down. Larson collects it, lays it off behind the net. Number 73 for the Bobcats chasing. Hardy Huffman with some speed. Looking for the middle. He's got Biaggi, and he'll have to drop that one. Back to Avina. Avina swings it to the left side to Penhollow. Penhollow down the wall to Wiebolt. Wiebolt hits a Bobcat player. Back to the middle. Penhollow. Pass to the middle and just misses Huffman right in front. Biaggi gently off the wall. Biaggi. Oh, into the Bobcats bench, and he apologizes. Should be in the zone, I believe, and it will be. With 1:53 to go in the period. And face-off win for the Knights. Cabardillo walks down the line, centering pass, and that one's cleared out. Larson has to make the save, and he'll lay it off for Nisley. Nisley up to Reed. Reed cross ice to Mistakovian and into Cabardilla. Cabardilla defended by number 72. And number 72 muscles Mistakovian off the puck. Cabardillo will pick it up in his own zone as the Bobcats come back to full strength. Reed winding up. Weed tripped up. No call by the referee. So we will play on. Leach has got a man with him. Center pass and a save by Larison. Larison sliding from his right to left. Cabardillo laying a hit, trying to secure the puck there, and that one's dug out by Leach of the Bobcats. Nisley will clean it up and pass it up ice for Salikas. Salikas working his way up, defended by number 72. 70, he's hacked down, and there is a penalty coming for the Bobcats. Larison to the bench, and the touch of the puck by number 12 will end the delayed penalty as Larison will head back to the crease, and the Vegas Junior Golden Knights will head to the power play at 30.2 seconds. Second power play of the game for the Knights. First one unsuccessful, but they get an immediate try as the Bobcats looking to kill the rest of the time in the period. Vegas come away with it. Penhollow off the referee, back to Weebolt. Weebolt back to Biaggi. Biaggi, shot, save, and loose in front. And that one is cleared behind off the board. 6 seconds. Shot, save, and end of period number 1. The Vegas Junior Golden Knights lead 1-0. And we have an ice cut. Sorry, forgot to mention that. Ice cut. So you got a couple minutes to get some more snacks and beverages. They will not be taking 10 minutes to exam the ice because we've got 3 ice resurfacers out there. So they are looking to catch this game up as they are way behind schedule. So the boys will have to refuel in the locker room and basically step right back out on the ice. We'll see how long this takes. And both teams back on the ice. Vegas Golden Knights with a warm-up. And Larison figures out which side of the ice we're on. Couple extra skates towards the crease. Couple of fist bumps on the way. And the standard setup for being ready. Vegas Golden Knights starting lineup. Weeble, Huffman, Penhollow on the defense, Biaggi, and Avina. Dynamic trio, as I've been calling them, on the ice. Face-off win and quick dump in the equipment of Avina. He's able to chip it to the outside of Weeble. Weeble will drop it back to Biaggi. Biaggi surveying, finds Weeble, tips it up. No icing. A little behind the red line, but we'll take it. Mifflin trying to move it along the wall. He's met with Huffman. Huffman trying to brute force that one to the net, and the Bobcats toss it down the ice as they are still on the penalty kill from the trip by number 72. Puck moved around the boards by Martel. I think that was 87. Avina to Biaggi. Biaggi trying to walk into the middle. Shot. Save. Rebound in front. Loose. And now a cover as Weeble gets a little extra shove there at the end. Perhaps a little warning to the Bobcats as both teams will make wholesale changes with 9 seconds remaining on the power play. Face-off win for the Knights, right on net. And clean up ice, 2 seconds, and that will not be an icing as the Bobcats come back to full strength. Bobcats successfully killing and a semi-dangerous play there by Knisley. Cabardilla. Knisley walking it up to the middle, and that one stick to the outside. Knisley retreats back to his spot. Puck backhanded up, but not out. Now it comes out. Mislakovian. Cabardilla to Knisley, back to the middle, and almost hit fast by Mislakovian. Cabardilla will collect and look to play it up ice to Mislakovian. Now between the wickets of Adams and Alexander. Gilliam on the pressure. No ice as Alexander not quite skating. One to the middle, and that one's in the air. Mislakovian not able to handle it. Reed will walk it down below the goal line, look for a pass. And he'll backhand it all the way up to Knisley. Knisley will walk it down the blue line, and he'll cut back towards the net. Shot, and that one's wide left. Cabardillo will move it back along as he takes a hit by Hardison. Salikas hassling number 7, Adams, on the Bobcats. Knisley picks up the puck, backhands it up, looking for Mislakovian. And now backhanded into the zone by Reed as 4 out of the 5 make a change as Salik is pressuring. Harrison from the blue line, shot, and a save by the goaltender. Harrison will swing it to the right side to Flood. Dumps it in, Vegas tag up, and Frenchie chasing. And we got a foot race to the puck. Larison will move it around. And Flood walking to the middle, shot, and off the blocker, going towards the net. Lanfranchi's there, unable to put it in past the defensive Adams. Adams to number 16, Cahoon, if that is indeed Cahoon. I've been told that not all jerseys are who it appears to be, so hope the Bobcat parents are able to figure it out. Larison with the save, and he'll cover and hold for the whistle. A hard shot coming from the neutral zone by the Bobcats. Larison able to handle that one and hold for the faceoff to the right. Faceoff going to be taken by number 93. Fuller, I believe, drops it to Mifflin. Mifflin shot, hits the legs of Cashin Sparks. And played off the glass by Cooper DeRochers now working against Cahoon. Cahoon shoves him off the puck. And a foot race between Lacus and Mifflin. Mifflin and Lacus get tied up along the boards. Lacus coming away with it. And Marundi tried to come help dig it out, but it's under the skate. Finally, the puck comes loose. Puck to the middle. And the Bobcats cleared out into the neutral zone. Played up quickly by DeRochers. That will be an icing. And the Vegas Junior Gold Knights will have to head back to their defensive zone for a face-off with 10:57 to go in period number 2. Vegas Junior Gold Knights making changes. The dynamic trio are back on the ice along with Nisley and Avina on the defense. There's a 4. Puck swung to the far side. Adams one-timer, and that one hits his own man in front. Puck behind the net on the shot. Up ice comes Penhollow. Penhollow moving it up now over the blue line. Cutting to the middle and loses the handle on the puck. Weevil gets it back, flips it to the near side. And puck played to the far side. Quickly pressuring is Nisley. And Nisley will dump it in deep. Bobcats will have to come 200 feet. But they won't have to because they didn't have the puck initially. Now they've got it back. Martell moving it up to Adams. Adams up ice looking for Aaron. And Penhollow gets a stick on the ice and forces a turnover. Penhollow holds up. He'll drop it back to Avina. Avina. Stick gets held up in the player. Martell. And we've got a hooking penalty on Avina as he heads to the box. And penalty kill number 2 for the Knights at 10:02 in period number 2. Larison having some words with the referee, perhaps to help him out with a call they missed. Which I'm sure he said, thanks, son. We've got it under control. Pass the far side. Hardison, shot. That hits the leg pad of Cabradilla. And puck cleared out. Salikas will apply some gentle pressure. Puck played out to neutral zone. Past the stick of Adams. Stick lifting, sorry. Yaji getting in on the action. Pass in the skates of Hardison. Looking for a centering pass, and that one's behind the net. Yaji shoots it down ice, and that hits an Alexander on the way. Seemed like that Adams might have felt that one. And now off the skate of Salikas forces that one back into the defensive zone of the Bobcats. Pass off the mark there. Glove down. That's going to be a hand pass if a Bobcat touches it, but they don't get to it first. Salikas does. And Salikas will take it in and kill some precious power play time as Avina sits in the box to think about his transgressions. And Harrison takes a hit as he tries to play the man instead of the puck. And that one will come out of zone by the pressure from Weebolt. And Huffman moving it in. Huffman dangles to the middle. Shot! And in the leg pad as everyone gasps in the crowd, waiting to find out where the puck was. The Bobcats, thankfully under the pad. To the Knights, unfortunately under the pad. 9 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the Knights. That would have been a shorthanded goal for the Knights as they were down a man. Weevil will dump that in deep on net. Goaltender will make the save. Man move it to number 72. Weevil will dump it back in. Knights have to tag up, and they do. Lacus will apply some pressure on the left side as number 72 brings it into the zone behind the net. Harrison will get some help from Penhollow. Will move it to Weebolt. Weebolt will backhand that one up the ice. Perhaps he forgot that we had ended the penalty kill already. So the Knights will skate to the defensive zone from their bench for a faceoff to the right of Larison. Lanfranchi take the face off against number 33. Not sure if that's even his number. Face off win for the Knights. Salikas flips it up. Ice. He's got two. Biaggi and Holly on the attack. Tracking Bobcats, or trailing Bobcats. Looking to get to it. Martel does. Martel heads up ice with a little help from Marat. And that should have been offsides, but no call by the referee. Salikas moves that up ice in the neutral zone. Talon Holly in a foot race. Holly one-timer, and that's blocked by number 72 as Holly takes it hard into the boards. He'll get it back on his stick, force it back around as number 72 hits him again. Holly down on the ice in the corner. No call by the referee, and now they'll stop play because Holly is still on the ice. Nicely, we'll go check on him. As Holly has some teammates come over to check on him. As they help his teammate to the ice and to the bench. Not putting any weight on that left foot, left leg. And we will have a center ice face. Nope. Looks like we're going to have a face-off just outside the Vegas defensive zone on the near side. With 7:14 to go in period number 2. Vegas Golden Knights holding on to a very slim 1-goal lead. Cabardilla moves it to the right side to Nicely. Nicely up ice just beyond the reach of Huffman. Huffman, though, tracking that down. And moving it up ice, number 93 over the blue line in the zone. On net, Larison will touch it off to Nicely. Nicely move to the outside to Huffman. Huffman up ice to Weeble. Weeble dangles around one. Trying to get around Alexander. Alexander will move it around the boards to Penhollow. Penhollow says thank you. Moves it back to Weeble. Weeble moves in the middle. Hardy Huffman shot. Down to one knee. And the big save by the goaltender for the Bobcats. Number 93, stick lifted. No offsides. Weebolt loses a stick. He'll retrieve it. Cabardilla off the glass. Up, but not out. Weebolt then tips it out of the zone as he heads for a change while Mifflin tracks back to grab the puck. Mifflin up ice to Cahoon. And tip, they will wave off the icing despite being behind the red line. Cabardilla tripped Larison. Larison tripped Cabardilla as he looks at his goaltender in disbelief. Puck behind the net, Nicely trying to move it around. He gets around the Bobcat player, and now moving out of the zone is Mislakovian. 2-on-1. Pass to the middle, shot, and high over the net. Hunter Reed sails that one over, and Gilliam with a pass on point. Back to Gilliam, sorry, shot, and a miss by Mislakovian. Mislakovian in the slot, not able to get a good shot off there, and a shot and hold from Avina at the left point. Vegas with some quality chances, not able to capitalize. 5:24 to go in period numero dos. Face-off win for the Bobcats, sorta. Lacus takes it away. Lacus wraparound attempt. Block. Puck loose in the corner. Bobcats trying to get to it. Lacus gets to it first, plays it back down to Lanfranchi. Lanfranchi back to Avina. Avina shot low. Hits some traffic in front. Salikas off his skates perhaps, and Lacus' stick is dislodged and a score! Quentin Avina from the right point walks it to the middle and puts it past the goaltender. A bouncing puck. Not sure if there was traffic in front of the goaltender. But the Vegas Junior Golden Knights get a little breathing room at 4:58 to go in period number 2. Fist bumps all around. Face-off win for the Knights. Huffman dumps it on net. Save. Shot. And on the outside of the net. Or not outside, but off the goaltender's pad. Back to the point, man. Biaggi. Shot. Low. Save. Rebound. In the right face-off circle. And chipped it in! That one to the stick of... Who is it? Who is it? Penhollow. Chips that one over the goaltender and makes it 3. Goals are scored quickly in hockey, folks. And that's how it done. That one in under 30 seconds. 20 to be exact. Face-off win for the Bobcats. Bobcats into the zone. Looking for a centering pass. And that one's dropped back to the point. Kept back in. Number 42. Forced off the puck. Martel pinching in. Keeps it in the zone. Below the goal line, Biaggi moves it around. 72. Shot. That one high. Dropping puck, though. Over the outstretched blocker hand of Larison. Cahoon towards the net. Larison sticks that one aside to the far corner. Glove down at the point. And that should have been a hand pass, but we'll let that play on. Biaggi moves it to DeRochers. DeRochers has some space. Looking for a pass up ice. He'll find Sparks with the help of the stick from Cahoon. Pass to the middle by Sparks. Lacus picks it up. Loose puck. Lacus gets pinned along the boards by Martel. Martel gets some space, able to get it up his teammate. Now up ice. And DeRochers will pick up the loose puck. Left by Cahoon. Cabradillo over the blue line. Cabradillo's got a streaking Mistakovian. Mistakovian, wraparound attempt. Bouncy puck and a cover by the goaltender. Quick-paced game here. But the goaltender keen to the wraparound attempt. And makes the save at 3:29 to go in period number 2. Vegas Junior Golden Knights up 3-0 in this quarterfinal game. Flood moves it along the wall, rims around the boards to the near side. Coming in to help out is Dortch. I think that's how you say his name. Dortch. Puck trickles back to the defensive zone of the Knights. Collected by Flood. Flood just loses the handle. Larison watching it go by. Thankfully not in front of the net or in the net. Cut into the middle. Knocked off the puck by Flood. Allows Cabradillo to pick it up. Cuts back to the middle. One touch up to Mistakovian. Mistakovian trying to break through the tag team of Adams and Mifflin, but unable to do so as Reed shoulders off Bobcat player, number 24. And that will be an icing on the Knights. Bobcats will have an offensive zone face-off coming at 2:40 remaining in period number 2 as they have a hole to dig out of. As Vegas strike quickly this period, adding 2 to increase the lead to 3. Face-off win for the Knights in the skates of Avina, picked out by Hardison. Puck rimmed around the boards. Knisley will keep it moving to Adams. Adams at the left point moves it back down the wall. Looking for Hardison. Hardison pressuring a Knight on defense. That was Knisley. Lanfranchi moves that one up to Salikas, who misses as they play ping pong back and forth along the wall. Taking a hit is Avina. Avina will try again. Moves it back to Knisley. Knisley up. Salikas not out. Off the legs of the Bobcats, and now we're out. Lacus over the blue line. Lacus shot, save, rebound, and a cover by the goaltender. Goaltender will hold that one as Vegas had a streaking teammate coming up. I think it was Lanfranchi. It's going so fast I couldn't see his number. And wholesale changes for both teams. The dynamic trio on the ice with DeRochers and Biaggi on defense. Face-off taken by number 24 for the Bobcats. Penhollow laying a hit on Mifflin. Leach trying to lay that one off for a breakout pass, but Huffman disrupting that. And the pass dumped in. Larison on net. He'll have to lay that off to Biaggi. Biaggi will backhand pass to DeRochers. DeRochers got some time and space, but on that edge gets hassled by number 26. Aaron, I believe. Shot wide right of the net. A high lob. Well, Biaggi tried to high lob that out of the zone, but that didn't quite catch enough air as he thought it would. Penhollow on the puck as he winds up. Penhollow cutting to the outside. Shot save. Rebound. Picked up Weeble. Weeble. Shot. And that one's knocked down in front. Ends up in the left corner. Puck out of the zone. Deep. No icing as that one runs out of steam. Biaggi will have to collect and look for a play. He'll reverse it back around to DeRochers. DeRochers will rim it back around. Nobody there in a white jersey, but it'll come out of the zone and force the Bobcats to tag up. Bobcats do tag up. Oh, and they will say not. Although, I thought the player had his foot off the ice, but they say no at the Bobcats bench. 35.2 seconds remaining in period number 2. Cash and Sparks take the face-off. Face-off win for the Knights. Flood moves it up to Marundi. Nobody on the blue line for the reffing crew. Marundi, 2 to beat. Marundi sauces it to the middle, and not close enough was Flood streaking up the ice for the Knights. And that will be an icing on the Bobcats. Vegas Junior Golden Knights will have an offensive zone face-off with 13.0 seconds remaining in the period. It's a lot of time in hockey. 13.4 seconds. Face-off win for the Bobcats. Under 10 seconds. 5. Oh, my clock ran out. 1 and 0. Clock a little off there. Sorry about that. As you might have wondered why the players didn't stop playing. That was why. And the Vegas Junior Golden Knights add 2 goals that period, Avina and Penhollow, to make it 3. That's 2 points for Penhollow so far. And we will head into period number 3. Over Mislakovian. Finds him. Sorry about that. I really had some good calls there, but I was still on mute. Guys should have been there. Martel collects it behind the net, moves it up ice, looking for Cahoon. Finds him. And so does Cabradilla. Cabradilla says hello. And Vegas take over the possession. Gilliam trying to move that up ice. Does Reed. One touch to the middle to Mislakovian. Mislakovian trying to dangle around Adams. Unsuccessfully. Adams moved it to the Vegas blue line and now into the zone by Mislakovian. Down to one leg. Puck in front of him. And Mislakovian to the net. And a cover by the goaltender. Number 41 in net for the Bobcats. I believe that's been the same goaltender the whole game. I don't see him on the roster list given to me by the parents, so sorry. Mifflin over the red line, dumps it in on net. Larson makes the save and lays it off behind the net for Avina. Avina lays a hit before he can receive a hit. As coming in hot was number 24, Leach. And down on the ice is a Knight. Larson makes the stick save. Trying to walk it around is Leach. Leach will move that one to number 72. Can't say his name. And fans on that. Salikas plays it up to Lacus. Lacus tips it up ahead. Lacus and Salikas on the attack. Shot, save, rebound, and Salikas not able to curl that one towards the net. Lacus shot towards the net, and Sparks just off the bench. Drops it back to Harrison. Harrison back to Sparks. Misses the connection. That'll end up on the stick of Mifflin. Mifflin backhands it up to Leach. Leach one touch up to Mifflin. Mifflin trying to clear it out, and he does. Harrison collects a neutral zone, plays it quickly back in. Vegas tag up. Holly eyeballing number 72. Vegas tag up. And Holly on the pressure. Not able to dispossess number 72, who I cannot pronounce his name. Harrison with a soft touch to the near side to Flood. Holly takes it away and plays it across ice to a wide open Marundi. Marundi walking it in. Shot, and that one misses the net. Collected by Flood. Flood plays it back down below the goal line to Marundi. Marundi moves down low to Sparks. Sparks backhands it off to Holly. Holly looking to move that one to Flood. Flood will collect it. Shot low and tipped off the stick, I believe, of Mifflin. Wide of the net. Puck into the zone, and Holly touches it for an offsides on the Vegas Unicorn Knights. As we'll have a face-off in front of the Bobcats bench with 11:36 to go in period number 3. Face-off taken by Penhollow as a dynamic trio are back on the ice, along with Biaggi and DeRochers. DeRochers up ice, played back in quickly by Martel. They tag up, but it does not matter because it's an icing as Martel played that one behind the red line. So Vegas will end up with an offensive zone face-off to the left of the goaltender with 11:22 to go in period number 3 in this quarterfinal matchup. Winner advances to the semifinal game against the Ogden Mustangs. Hardy Huffman cut into the middle, shot, and off the back glass. Puck to DeRochers. DeRochers moves it to the middle, finds a Bobcat there, keeps it in, and Huffman working to keep that one on the stick. He is tripped up, and there's a penalty coming. Upended by Adams, and Adams will take some time to think about his actions. A minute 30 to be exact of time to think about that, as Vegas will head to the power play again. Power play number 3 for the Knights. Still yet to capitalize on a power play. Face-off win for the Knights. D-to-D pass. Knisley back to Cabradilla. Shot. And that one just misses the left side. Mislakovian and Lacus work down low. Lacus will take his own pass. Plays it to Reed. Reed one touch and misses back to Lacus. And rimmed around the boards. Cabardillo will collect outside the zone, and he'll have to retreat to Nisley. Nisley finds Mistakovian. Mistakovian will wind up the near side. Mistakovian keeps the puck on his stick, drops it to Nisley. Nisley to the left, shot, and a goal! Nico Cabardilla from the left point rockets that one past the goaltender. As the Knights take an even bigger lead at 10:23. Power play goal for the Knights. Vegas will have to tag up as the loud yellings from the referee. D pass. Flood will look for a play up ice. Finds a wide open Holly shot, and that shot is knocked wide of the net. 72 cuts it back to Martel. Martel moves it up ice, stick lifted by Avino. And since there's a stick lift, there's no icing. Larison out of his crease. Plays it up ice. And Marundi with some space. Marundi tosses it towards the net, stick aside by the goaltender. Sparks and Marundi work down low. Touch to the middle. One-timer by Flood. Shots. Blocker saved by the goaltender. And puck up into the skates of Avina. He tries to cut back. Played off his teammate. Sparks will catch the puck in the neutral zone and look to re-enter on the right side. Sparks dangles. Shot. And that one's wide left of the net. Puck rimming around. One-timer by Avina. Not sure if that caught the blocker hand of the goaltender. But in any event, it stayed out of the net. 72 collects for the Bobcats. Looks for a play up ice. Finds number 26, Aaron. Jumps off his stick to Biaggi. Biaggi working up the wall. Has to work around the referee. And Frenchie throws it towards the middle. And Lacus is there. Lacus elevates it, but it comes off the glass back to his stick. Lacus curling around the left face-off circle. Lacus lays it off to Harrison, who drops down low to look for Salikas. Salikas is met with some opposition by a couple of Bobcats. And a stick battle in the right face-off circle. Ends up in the favor of the Bobcats. Number 34, Leach, says hello to Biaggi as he takes a seat. Weebolt trying to move that one out. And a stick battle just inside the blue line. A high lob to Larison. Bounces a little funny. Puck comes loose. Played up by Biaggi. Adams with the puck at the left point. Plays it down the wall. Looking for the other Bobcat, number 26. And Franchi trying to move that one along. Gets a little help from Harrison. That'll end up back on the point man's stick. He'll swing it to the left to Adams. Shot! And a glove save by Larison. Larison tracking that one on the way to the net, who makes the save and hands the puck to the referee. No look. .48 to go. Period number 3. Vegas Shooter Golden Knights holding on to their comfortable 4-goal lead. As the Bobcats still looking to chip away at it. Looking for that first goal, and that one is a little bit out of the range. Penhollow's fast, but not that fast. And they will try again back in the defensive zone to the left of Larison. Now with 7:40 to go. Face-off win for the Bobcats, but taken away by Huffman. Weeble up ice, makes a play to Martel instead of Penhollow. And puck into the zone. Knights will get to it first. Huffman leaves it off, actually, and dumped down the ice. Referee will say that the Roachers could have made a play on it and did not by his own choice, therefore no icing. Poked away by Penhollow, stays in the zone right on the blue line, never exited. And puck off the skate of Hardison ends up on the far side. Isley will pick it up and he'll rim it around the boards looking for Hardy. Hardison is the Bobcat. Wouldn't be passing to them. That would be silly. Bobcats on the far side, number 22 and 73, working against number 96 and 43 for the Knights. The Roachers. Stick lifting battle happening. And Weevil able to tip it out. Huffman in a foot race with number 22 and tipped away by number 22. On the follow-up is his teammate who moves it up the ice for no icing. And now they finally show a wave off. Bobcats, I think, thought it was going to be an icing, so they're making changes. Cabradilla, shot! Saved by the goaltender, way out of his crease, cutting off that angle that Cabradilla had, or thought he had, as the Bobcats double team Mistakovian. Flood has it poked off his stick. Flood on the back check. Towards the net, Larison with an easy save, and he will cover and hold for the whistle. And is there a penalty coming? I see him going. Tripping is the call on Cabradilla as the Bobcats head to the power play. Face-off will occur to the right of Larison at 5:55 in the third period. Empty net at the opposite end. So an extra attacker on the ice for the Bobcats. Hardison leaves it off. 32 shot. Larison on the save. And that one's off the back of Larison and in. Power play goal for the Bobcats. 72 on the shot. I think 22's heading up the line on the put-in off of Larison. As the Bobcats chip into the lead and get back one. Shh. And for the Bobcats, Adams moves it up ice to Avina. Avina banks it off the boards past Adams. Chasing up ice. Shot towards the net. Loose puck. Sparks trying to trap it out of the air. Now Holly. Chip pinching in was Harrison. Now dumped below the line by Sparks. Puck moved around the boards by the Bobcats. Could not tell the number. Not sure. Oh, it's on the dasher. I was like, what's going on? Everybody kind of stopped. Shot and tipped wide. Almost in on the outside of the netting. Almost fooled me. But then I saw the puck land behind the net. Puck dug out by the Knights. Now the Bobcats looking to get it out. Backhand by Marundi over the net. Bobcat goes flailing. Looks like number 2 Mifflin. He's back to his feet. Holly walking in. Shot low. Save. Rebound. Cleared out by Mifflin. Not out. Out. Rebound. Only a Bobcat there. Harrison to Avina on the right point. Avina shot low. Wide. And spun the backside. Sparks will move it over to Marundi. Marundi look for a centering pass. He'll rim it around the boards. Harrison will keep it in right at the point. Moves it to Avina. The right point. Sorry, Harrison was at the left point. Avina throw it below the goal line. Gash and Sparks trying to stuff it near post. And there's no space there. Sparks moves it to Marundi. Marundi back down to Sparks. So he's looking for it. Oh, sorry about that. Camera work it down ice. No icing. Vegas will have to collect and come 200 feet. Harrison up ice to Avina. Avina. And a hard hit by Avina. Avina goes down and he's back up. As Dagger stares at the referee. By the coaches on the Vegas bench. Up ice, Penhollow. Flipped up and into his own bench. That will be an in-zone face-off. coming with 3:34 to go in period number 3. And face-off win for the Bobcats, 72. Hassle by a Knight, but able to get it up to number 42, Baglian, but he is almost dispossessed by Huffman. Baglian again pressured. Turnover, Penhollow. Can't get that shot off with the hard work at number 72. Cut to the middle. Huffman. Huffman tripped up towards the net. Not cleared out. Now it's cleared out by the Bobcats. Trickling puck will not make it down to the end. The Roachers will have to collect for the Knights. Oh, and it will make it down. I lied. Let's see if we're on the right or the left. And the referee looks like he's going to choose the left. To the left of the goaltender. 3:04 to go in period number 3. Reed to take the face-off against number 24 for the Bobcats. Shot by Cabradilla is wide left of the net. Muskovian looking for a centering pass. Aaron will pick it up, play to the outside. Cabradilla will collect. Cabradilla looks for a play up ice, finds Gilliam. Gilliam's pass knocked down, and back on the puck is number 2, which his name escapes me at the moment. And a very offsides Knights team. Only by like 7 yards. Looked good to Inigo Cabradilla, though. Face off in front of the Bobcats bench. Cabradilla swings it to Nisley on the near side. Nisley over the blue line. Nisley follows it all the way in below the goal line. Still on his stick, and now shouldered off by Mifflin. Mifflin moves it up ice. That one will be an icing. Quiet arena here in the Blue Sport Stable, West Rink. Very nice facility, nice cushy seats. Maybe everyone's sleeping. They are very soft. Cashton Sparks take the face off against number 73 for the Bobcats. Harrison at the left point moved it down to Hawley, and now cleared up but not out. Shot safe, and a quick cover. Sparks trying to find a loose puck there, but nothing would come from the goaltender. And a quick whistle, but not quick enough by the referee. Sparks again to the face-off, stick lift, and coming out of the zone was number 22, but off the skate of a Bobcat, ends up back in the Vegas zone. Flood will collect up ice to Harrison, and easy pass, looking for Holly. Bobcats move it up to the neutral zone. That one's picked off by Harrison and dumped back in. Dumped back in the zone. We got a cherry picker on the other end. So Vegas defense dropped back on him. As Merndy is knocked down. And Hardison moves it up ice. He finds Marat, number 22. Trying to move it in, number 73. And we got an extra attacker on the ice as the empty net on the opposite end. Shot. Knocked down by Marindi. Marat trying to move it back to his teammate. Marindi just tries to clear it out of the zone. Does not. Kept in by number 73. Harrison. Flood will move it out to the neutral zone. Collected by the Bobcats. Bobcats toss it to the near side and dumped in by number 72. Larison moves it around the boards to Mislakovian. Bouncing puck. Played off his own man on the far side of the Bobcats. Trying to walk it to the middle. Bobcat shot wide. Right of the net. Under a minute to go. Puck moved around the boards. Kept in by number 72. Hassle by Hardy Huffman. Huffman got some space to Weebolt. Weebolt looking for the empty net. And moves it up to Penhollow. And Vegas turn, shot, and misses. We got delayed penalty coming here. We'll see who's going to go to the box. I think it's going to be a Bobcat. And it is number 13, Hardison, elbowing is the call. And they will put their goaltender back in net at 17.6 seconds. Power play number 3 for the Knights. DeRocher's walking in, shot, save, rebound, picked up by Alexander. Alexander trying to clear it out. Now number 24 for the Bobcats, clear it down, no icing. Larison will just eat it and let the time run out for the win as the Vegas Junior Golden Knights advance to the semifinal matchup tomorrow, 8:50 a.m. Mountain Time. Set your clocks and check back here on Larison Sports Broadcasting. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for joining, Bobcat fans, and good luck to you during your season.